Hi everyone, so today I have this new set that Die Press has brought to HSN for the September craft day. It is the Elegant Frames die and stamp kit. So this item was sent free of charge from my review, and of course all opinions are my own, and any links in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission for your purchased items to those links. So thank you for using those if you would like. With YouTube, they have a new program. It might be embedded right in here with HSN and YouTube, so that's another spot you can see it there. Oh my goodness, so I am filming these early, you guys, so I haven't seen anything as far as a sneak peek, you know, the Die Press, you know, email blast, those kinds of things. So let's check this out. I have no idea what is in here. So let's open her up. I see some ink, clearly. I'm going to tear this open, guys. It's packed really tightly. So let's look at the inspo. Well, real quick. In the Die Press kits, you're always getting some sticky sheets, and there are 2 sticky sheets. They have changed up to a new clear adhesive. I know it's hard to see, but the little sticky dots are on this part, and this is the carrier portion. So when you have die cuts, you're going to put the back of your die cut facing the clear plastic. That's where the sticky sheet, the sticky dots are. And you just close it up, go over it with your applicator here, and it does come with info on that, and then those little dots will be on the back of your die cut ready to go, and then to stick them down, you know, on your project. And then they also come with a marquee refill. If you don't have a marquee, you can definitely run these thin metal dies through any machines that cut thin metal dies. Okay, so I'm gonna put those to the side for now. Those are your basic tools, info for that. Let's look at this Elegant Frames instruction sheet. So it looks like we have some stamps and dies that coordinate with them. They have those little frame kind of looks, very pretty, maybe a little Baroque, a little floral, right? All these different shapes. And this backside they're showing a larger rectangular one. You do have an A2 size like background, which is awesome, like a plate. Really nice. And then it says stamp sentiments in the frames, and you know, you have like some little decorative pieces, sending happy thoughts your way, life is better with you, today is all about you. I'm just skipping around here. Thank you, you're wonderful in every way, you make my heart smile, you're on my mind and in my heart, things like that. Then there's the word happy that you can pair up with anniversary, birthday, retirement, and they're giving you a little bit of what that might look like, and they're doing like a tone on tone, which is really nice, or actually just, yeah, it's the same tone on tone, right? Colors there, that's really nice. Or monochromatic with a little pop of gold. So let's check this out. So it does come with the gold ink. This is a metallic ink pad that generally would mean that these are pigment inks. That's how you get a metallic color. So we'll check that out. My goodness, I'm getting tongue-tied already. So I'll probably heat set that. That's what I prefer to do with pigment inks. Let me pick this up off of here. I should have done that when I paused here. Okay, there we go. It's just stuck on those. So again, that big A2 size background, which is just gorgeous. I've been working with hot glue, and there's a little hot glue there. And then the frames, right? The dies for those, and then your big stamps here. So I think this is going to be pretty quick, guys. I'm pretty much going to do what they showed you there. An example, of course, you're going to have this to do whatever you want with later, or, you know, mix and match and things like that. But for today, I'm going to stick to this. And so, yeah, I'm just going to grab some papers. I mean, they're really nice size. And we'll get started. So I'll be right back. I'm going to go ahead and create a card base and then go from there. So let me... And I really love the rich colors they use in the example, so I'm going to do the same kind of thing, but with some purple paper. I just glanced over. I have this gorgeous purple paper, so we'll use that. And A2 size paper, I'm just going to cut it right in half at 5.5 inches. And score at 4 1/4. Okay, and then the die, the large A2 size die, is an inlay basically, or overlay, or however you want to look at that. So I'm going to cut my own piece. I am going to cut it 5.5 by 4 1/4. Or should I? Let me see. Just to have that full matte layer. I usually cut down my matte layers, but I do want to see how big the design is. Yeah, actually, you know what, I'll do 5 3/8 by 4 1/8 because it's just shy of A2, the whole 5.5 by 4 1/4. So I'm going to do, like I said, 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. That's the kind of matte layer I like. Okay, and that leaves me with paper for that topper piece that we're going to do. And so just real quickly for this one, oopsie, I'm going to take this whole plate, put that on top of that, just to make sure it's in a nice centered spot. And I'm going to run that through, okay? I'll be right back. Okay, guys. Ooh, I'm being careful with that. I don't know if it has mostly embossing or holes and embossing, you know, perforations. Be very careful with it. Yeah, so it does pop out these little bits. I don't know if you can see the purple that's still in there. So look at that. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to clean it out because I do have some little bits here. That's gorgeous. Okay, I'll be right back. So, this beautiful background piece. Look at that. So I did my 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. If you want to do the whole 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, that would be wonderful also. And so I'm just going to glue this down because that is definitely just gorgeous just the way it is. Just get some glue on the back of this guy. And I'm going to put the glue in the back of my hand because this is the kind of thing I like to do. But you do have your adhesive sheets that you can definitely run this whole thing through, right? Because it's big enough to hold that. And I'm going to hold that down for a moment and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, look how lacy and gorgeous that is. Oh my gosh, beautiful. Just beautiful. Okay, so, you know, I have paper here. I have this guy. I think I'm going to stamp my frame. I mean, we can even do that one, whatever. I have a whole other piece over here. But I was thinking about a quick thank you kind of card. Sending happy thoughts your way. Thanks for everything you do. I mean, today it's all about you. I'm thinking I'm just going to pair it up just the way it is here, right? So this guy and the thank you. What I'm going to do is grab my stamp positioner and maybe like that. That's good. I always try to tuck my paper up into the very far corner just in case my tape doesn't hold, but I know if I tuck it right back in, it'll be where we want it. Put that like right there. A couple things, because I am going to use some embossing powder. So this is gold. It already has a gold color too. If you want to heat set it with clear embossing powder, you can definitely do that. You can just wait for it to dry. I do have gold embossing powder, so I'm going to top gold with gold because I just like to do that. Just really make that punch. And I am going to be using that, so what I'm going to do is use my little embossing buddy. It's just an anti-static pad. And do we stamp the thank you also? Sorry, I was just thinking out loud. Maybe I go ahead and stamp that too. It can work. That looks pretty good. I think I'll do it all at once. Right? High up there. Okay, so I'll do it all at once. We have our gold ink pad. I will say with pigment ink pads, a trick that people tell me, if for whatever reason it's not that juicy, but this is pretty juicy, just kind of scrape over the top with like a plastic knife or something, or maybe a applicator, like one of these guys, and it'll just kind of get that pigment that's settled at the bottom going. But this looks pretty good already. I can see that coverage is really nice. These are acrylic stamps, so some firm, even pressure. Ooh, I need a little bit more. So I actually don't need to do it a little bit more because I'm going to use the gold ink, and this is sticky, even though you don't think, you know, what you're seeing is that sticky. It's there. It's going to let the embossing powder stick to that. You just need the wetness from that, you know. So I'm going to definitely pop this on there. If you're going to keep going, I would do probably 2 or 3 coats, right? Because I can barely see it on that purple right now. Let me see, guys. I'm trying to find this scrap of paper. Let's pour that on. Scrap of paper has seen better days. It's going to hold on, and then I always kind of give it a flick from the back, get those little extra bits that don't need to be there. I'm going to heat set that with my heat tool, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, and people always ask, as you're heat setting this, as soon as you see it turn shiny, the embossing powder, because I don't know if you remember, it looked more like this, just kind of dull, just move away from that area, and you're not kind of blow drying, you're just kind of slowly going over strategically until everything is heat set and the embossing powder is like melted. Okay, you saw how the paper turned like pink because of the heat. It's coming back to its normal color. I'm going to clean up a little bit, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so let's trim this down just a little bit. And let's get over the dye for this one. And I'm not sure if you can see right through it or if I need to make an aperture. I mean, I can see pretty well, but since this is like, I mean, I think I can cut it right there and that'd be perfect. But since this is the focal point, and I'm going to want to make sure that this is really where I want it. So I'm going to make a little aperture, a little guiding window. Let me get some fresh tape. I like to reuse old tape, but for this I want a bigger piece, so let's get a bigger piece for ourselves. And I always look for an area where it's kind of flat, so maybe like across here. Yeah. Well, hold on. Since I do have that gold embossing, I don't really want this to stick to that, so I'm going to put it towards the outside a little better. Okay, and run that through right quick, and I'll show you what that looks like, because again, I don't know where you are in your crafting journey, and I show this pretty often, but I always get comments saying, oh, I've never seen that before, that's so great, you know. So you're going to make yourself like a little guide. So we're going to pop this out, and if you're going to drop shadow, I would definitely run this through a color that I would drop shadow. Maybe with this one would be gold, would be really pretty, but I just have that black scrap of paper. And then you're going to bring over yours, open this up, don't remove it, and just have a better idea of where you're going to be cutting. Look in there, that looks really good at the top. Where are we at down here? Maybe there, maybe a little more this way. It might shift on you a little bit as you're cutting, but as long as you're pretty close, that's good. So we have that. Make sure that goes right back in the groove, right? Tape these guys together at least. Ah. Try not to let it shift too much. And I'll run it through again, and you should be pretty close. So to finish off this card, what I'm going to do is just put some dimensional adhesives on the back of this guy. I mean, look at that, guys. Right on there. Put some dimensionals on this, and I'll be right back. Have some dimensionals on there. I mean, you can do it this way. It doesn't have to be, you know, a portrait. But that's what I was intending today, so I'll do that. And let me straighten out my card. If I really push down, I'm just kind of looking at these guys, seeing how centered that is. That looks pretty good. Beautiful. I'm going to turn that over and pop it down. And I just took inspo from there with that monotone, you know, just the same color with that pop of purple, a little white peeking out in the back. That is so gorgeous. Thanks for watching, guys. Thank you so much, Diane Press, for sending these items for review. I'll have it linked in the description box along with everything else that is available ahead of September's craft day there on HSN. And I will see you all at the next one. Bye now.